Hey, what's up guys? Today I'll show you a supernatural fantasy film, Painted Skin, Part 2. Spoiler ahead, watch out and take care. In the previous episode, the skinny fox spirit spent all her power to save her crush General Wang, which violates the principles of the demon world. Because of that, she has been imprisoned in an ice hell as a punishment. 500 years have passed, a bird spirit happens to rescue her by pecking through the ice. Skinny is wakened, but she still has to suffer the long-lasting cold. In order to become a normal human, and escape the cold curse before the next solar eclipse happens, she must find a person who will give his heart out to her voluntarily. It's not easy to make it, since no one is eager to die for her. At the same time, Skinny has to evade the tracing of the ice hell warden, so she starts to seduce lustful men and eat their hearts to maintain her appearance, just as she did 500 years ago. With the help of the bird spirit, she locates a nomad tribe, kills their prince with a rugged look, and takes his heart. After that, she continues to search for her next prey. One day, when Skinny was pretending to be an innocent girl hunting for human hearts, the general who always wears a golden mask rescues her. The general is strong and good at martial arts. Skinny is curious to find out the general's identity. However, the general happens to be a woman, with her half-face disfigured, who later reveals to be Princess Jing, the little daughter of the emperor of a Chinese dynasty. Jing coming to inspect the military outpost under the leadership of warrior Handsome, who used to be Princess Jing's bodyguard. Jing and Handsome grow up together, and has developed a deep affection for each other. But Handsome has kept faithful to his mission, and refused to accept the princess's love. When Princess Jing was young, she accidentally entered a forest, and woke up a hibernating bear. The bear attacked her, and disfigured her face. Handsome came late to kill the bear and save the princess's life. However, half of Jing's face has been destroyed. Since then, she had to hide her face behind a gold mask. Though saving the princess, Handsome still got punished to guard a frontier town, the White City. Years later, to make peace with the neighboring tribes, the emperor asks Princess Jing to marry the prince of the Tianlong tribe on the border. However, the princess is still in love with Handsome, so she manages to escape from the capital to the White City for her love. On the way, she happens to meet Skinny and rescue her. One night, Skinny notices that Princess Jing's strong heart can dispel the cold. Perhaps Jing will be the one to help her become human, so she follows Jing to the White City where Handsome stays. The bird spirit, Skinny's little helper, follows her to the city as well. Handsome is practicing his archery skills when the princess arrives. Hearing that Jing has come, he and other soldiers rush to meet the princess. The princess is happy to see him again, and decides to hold a party in the evening. Skinny thinks of it as an opportunity, as she plans to obtain Jing's heart, starting by destroying the affection between Jing and Handsome. During the party, Skinny enchants Handsome with her magic, while performing Dance for Everybody, which irritates the princess at once. To keep her beloved one, Jing decides to tell Handsome her love for him. The next day, Jing and Handsome ride horses together by a lake. She asks Handsome directly that if he has ever loved her. Handsome admits his feelings for the princess, but he still blames himself for disfiguring her face, so he can't forgive himself to accept Jing's love. Jing mistakes him for detesting her face, and leaves with indignation. While they are talking by the lake, a spy of the Tianlong tribe notices the princess. The spy quickly goes back to their camp, and reports the trace of the princess to his queen. However, it turns out the prince of Tianlong is exactly the one, whose heart has been taken by Skinny, and thus stays lifeless without a soul right now. The wizard by the queen's side suggests that he can bring back the prince's life, by using another person's heart in aid of the power from the solar eclipse. So they target Princess Jing's heart, which is said to be with magic power. To bring her son back, the queen decides to attack the White City, to kidnap the princess. Meanwhile, Princess Jing feels depressed to be turned down by Handsome. She throws herself into a lake, trying to end her life. However, Skinny shows up and rescues her. Later in the princess's room, Skinny reveals her magic to Jing, and confesses that Jing's heart can help her become human. Next, Skinny starts to convince Jing that men all love beautiful women. She suggests Jing change appearance with her for a night to have a test, and see if Handsome will be seduced by a beautiful woman. Since her disfigurement will prevent Handsome from loving her, in depression, Princess Jing accepts her proposal. They take off their clothes, and step into the bathing pool, in which Skinny rips off her own skin, revealing her skinny fox body before the shocking princess. Then, she comes close to the princess, and pries open her skin to complete their skin exchange. After that, Jing disguises as Skinny to seduce Handsome. Since Handsome has been enchanted by Skinny's fox magic the night when Skinny was performing, he can't resist his hormones when seeing Skinny's sexy appearance. Therefore, the two have a fantastic one-hormone night stand by the lake. However, unaware of Skinny's enchantment cast on Handsome, Jing is disappointed in the man not because he is too fast, but because she thinks of Handsome as the same hormone-thirsty man as other nasty guys. After they change back their appearances the next day, Skinny continues to convince Jing to give her heart in exchange for her sexy appearance without scars. Skinny's words inflame the princess greatly. Jing pulls out her sword, and it intends to kill Skinny. But Handsome stops her and refuses to believe that Skinny is a fox demon, causing Jing to become even more disappointed in him. On the other side, a demon hunter comes across the bird spirit one night on the street, and they somehow become good friends. The demon hunter notices a sign of a demon entering Handsome's house. He tries to warn Handsome, but has been forced by the guards to leave away from Handsome's house. Before long, the army of the Tianlong tribe approaches near the border, declaring war on the White City. The wizard threatens to burn the whole city unless they send the princess. To save the princess, Handsome defends in front of the city gate alone, fighting for time to let the princess leave through a back door. Handsome is badly hurt in the fight. Unwilling to see her beloved die, the princess ends the fight by threatening to kill herself. The enemy agrees to retreat if she marries the prince of the Tianlong tribe in 3 days. With no choices, Princess Jing agrees reluctantly. This time, Skinny suggests Jing change skins with her permanently, so that Skinny can take her responsibility to marry the prince, and Jing will be able to stay behind and live a happy life with Handsome. In return, Jing has to give away her heart to Skinny. It turns out that Jing's love for Handsome defeats her fear. She agrees and changes skins with Skinny again. Because of Jing's voluntary exchange, Skinny's wish finally comes true. With Jing's strong heart, Skinny becomes a human eventually. For the first time in her life, Skinny can feel the warmth of sunshine, while Jing has to live chilled under Skinny's cold skin. 3 days have passed. Skinny keeps her promise to head for the Tianlong tribe. And Princess Jing also gets to stay with Handsome with the appearance of Skinny. However, Skinny arrives in the tribe, only to find her fiancé happens to the dead prince, who has been taken heart by herself previously. The queen and the wizard reveal to her their evil plan, to revive the prince from the dead using Jing's strong heart. Knowing the shocking truth, Skinny falls in deep despair. In anger, she tries to take the heart out of the queen as she did before, but unfortunately, only by that time she realizes she has lost all her power due to the exchange. Now that she's an ordinary human, she's unable to stop their evil plan. She can do nothing but watch in despair. The wizard sets up an altar, waiting for the solar eclipse. In the meantime, Jing's body becomes cold after losing her heart. She starts to be obsessed with human hearts, without which she will die in weakness. But once she eats a human heart, she will definitely become a true demon. In a trance, she unconsciously attacks the demon hunter, and almost kills him. But she stops and runs away, when she suddenly comes to senses. The demon hunter is scared by her attack. At this time, the bird spirit comes to tell him that Skinny and Jing have switched appearances, and that the one who just attacked him was Princess Jing. The bird spirit also worries about her master. The demon hunter reveals the truth to Handsome right away. Handsome is shocked and rushes out for Jing, and he finally finds her in a ruin. Jing's hair has already turned white, and her body is extremely cold. Handsome feels guilty for her. He fell in love with Jing at first sight. As her bodyguard, he has sworn to protect her for all his life, but he always fails to do so. Jing can hardly believe his words, as he is always attracted by Skinny's appearance. In guilt, Handsome takes a knife to blind himself, breaking Skinny's enchantment in an instant. To avoid Jing from dying or becoming a demon, Handsome determines to help her take back her heart. The solar eclipse is coming, and the wizard is ready to start his ritual to take Jing's heart from Skinny. At the moment, Handsome arrives, carrying Jing on his back. The demon hunter and the bird spirit also come to help. But the demon hunter is not a match for the powerful wizard. He's beaten like a piece of shit, and is going to be killed. To save his life, the bird spirit comes to the rescue. But unfortunately, she gets injured deadly by the wizard, making her lose her human figure, and turn into a living peacock. Despite his blindness, Handsome manages to wipe out the soldiers one by one, and comes to confront the powerful wizard, but he is soon defeated. At that critical moment, the peacock brings many of her fellow bird spirits to join the battle. Soon they defeat the queen and wizard, and turn him into a horrible skeleton. After killing all the enemies, Handsome is willing to offer Skinny his own heart in exchange for Jing's. Skinny is moved by their love story. She has been pursuing true love all her life. As a result, she decides to return Jing's heart voluntarily. With the power from the solar eclipse, Skinny's soul merges into Jing's body, and Jing's face is healed under the magic of Skinny. The two merge into one body, with Jing's heart and face. And as such, Skinny continues to experience her human life. Handsome is happy to bring Jing back. After all this, the couple hug each other, preparing to restore their harmony and live a happy life ever after. This is Daniel CC Movie Channel. Peace out.